It's my favorite expression now.
Chew on this?
Well, just like let's chew on that, or like let's chew the fat. Like I was on a plane a couple of weeks ago, and I had a conversation. One of those where you sit next to somebody and you end up talking for the entire flight.
I've had a couple of those,
and I don't even know if I like that, but it's happened a couple of times, and usually it's always a pleasant experience. The people are insanely nice, and just like it's usually a pretty short flight, so it's not that bad. For my just insane introversion.
Right.
But no, I mean, it's like a really pleasant experience, and you're really, I also feel like there's a synchronicity to it. Like if that happens, if somebody engages you and you have a conversation and there's no exchange, there's no expectation, or like I'm trying to take something. So there's like a purity to it in that sense. And, but anyways, it was pleasant. It was a pleasant conversation. It lasted the whole flight.
I will say about your introversion, I am always caught off guard with it, because whenever I see you, you are like completely extroverted when it's just us.
Yeah.
You are excited, chopping it up, talking, sharing ideas. Like you are just...
Are you saying like I don't have introversion, or
no? From my perspective, when the bulk of our time is spent alone,
like one-on-one,
or Audrey's around, very, very, very small circle, I only feel like I get extroverted Alex. So whenever we go out with other people, and especially if you don't know them well, I'm like caught off guard that you're so introverted. I'm like, where's Alex?
Yeah.
And I don't think about that every time.
Yeah,
but
that's funny.
It completely throws me off, because I'm like, it's not like a negative thing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, where's Alex? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how to manage it sometimes, because it's so foreign to me.
That's funny.
And I'm just putting that together now.
I don't necessarily think like it's not an intentional.
No, gosh, no. Yeah, no.
I mean, I think part of it too is just like, I mean, like you and I can just chop it up about anything, and we're very. So for example, like, somebody came over the other day and was just hanging out, and like at the end, like there's somebody there who like I have more of a relationship like you and I have, and they were there, and it was just kind of like by the end of that I was like, kind of doing like a postmortem on this situation. I was just like, and literally they were leaving. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, like I just dominated the whole. Like, I apologize. Like that was rude of me. Like I wasn't providing like and like people don't just want to be dominated.
It's sort of,
and I felt bad about that. And I'm like, this person probably thinks I'm a complete asshole because I just came and like, I mean, dominant, like I'm dropping like obscure references, and like they were probably like, oh, this guy is like a pretentious, like fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And because I can see that. And like, I think that like, I might think that.
Yeah.
And they don't know, like, you're like, oh, that's just Alex. And like, there's not really, like, there's not, like, I think I'm speaking for myself, and obviously that I'm not a very good, I'm not a very good source, because I might, there might be a motivation for me to like hide something, but like you obviously have had plenty of interactions with me. You kind of know who I am.
Yep.
It's like, that's just kind of how I am.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure even the podcast audience to an extent, I'm sure knows, like, I think I'm more myself on this show than I probably am in those situations in public where I am more introverted.
Yeah.
From time to, I mean, I'm sure I go in and out, but
I always feel like it's a combination of introversion. When there's people that you know, but you don't know them very well, you're sort of, I don't want to say guarded, but you're just not as open to being out there.
Part of it is just, I don't want to like be offensive in the way that like, oh, this is a lot more than what this person wants to deal with at this time.
And then I always feel too that, you have sort of like a really strong bullshit meter. And that doesn't mean that the people that we spend time with, have any kind of like inauthenticity or fakeness or whatever. But I feel like you get squirrely sometimes around maybe people who are sort of consciously doing something for some result that just kind of feels...
I'm like always searching for subtext or like...
Well, it's kind of like that, like when we talked about peacocking, just like sort of like name dropping or, just trying to like demonstrate to new people, like I do cool shit, and like just sort of like the bullshittiness of that, like the I don't know, the manufactured nature.
Well, it reads to me
like
you're reading a bad script or something. And it's like, they're trying to work these details into the...
And I can see that you have a very strong...
Into the dialogue.
I probably get a pass sometimes when I do it because you know me so well. It's not that you don't know what's happening, but it just doesn't have that grading quality to it.
Well, and I'm sure I do it too. Like everybody, I think is...
I don't know, man. I
feel like a lot, like, I don't know.
But
I'm never gonna step up and be like, I don't do that.
Yeah, yes,
like
it is possible. Certainly, if you do it, it's so minimally that it's not as noticeable. Whereas some others and people who I really like, it feels like maybe there's some insecurity that creates more sort of demonstration of this or that, whatever. Anyway,
all of this to say that. Guy on the airplane used the expression chew the fat.
Chew the fat.
And he's like, he was an engineer and he's like, yeah, so I call up my buddy.
Or just chewing the fat.
And I was like, hey, I got a problem I want to chew the fat with you on.
Yeah.
And he's like, so I gave him this problem and we discussed it for 30, 45 minutes and then came up with a couple of ideas and there you go. And I was like, you just changed my life.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do is just call up a buddy, chew the fat. It was just so playful, like, here's an idea. And, there's no, again, it's not like a fixed outcome.
Yeah.
There's infinite array of potential solutions to this problem.
Yeah.
So he calls his buddy and they chew the fat.
Yeah.
Which is just like it captures it in a very just... It's just a goofy use of language where you're like, yep.
Yeah.
And he's like, and we chewed the fat on it and came up with some ideas.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's my outlook on life. Like, I just want to like call up a buddy, throw out some ideas, chew the fat on them, and then move on with our lives.
It had been a golden afternoon, and I remember having the familiar conviction that life was beginning over again with the summer.